The address of this home is 2309 Bayview, area code 32210. It's a huge, this is pictures are before the rehab. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath, 3,000 square foot pool home. It's still currently under renovation. These pictures here are of houses that we've done in the area, the same people that do these houses. This is what this house will look like. We totally remodel everything. It's going to be brand new down to the light fixtures and sockets and everything. The big thing about this home is that it's a rent-to-own home for $850 a month. And that might seem like a great deal, but we charge rental rates that are in line with what the mortgage payment's going to be. Okay, this is something I have everybody do, especially people who are, I mean, it's very good to be excited. There, most places right now you end up paying less for a mortgage than to rent the same property. And that is something to be excited about, but that just is not the whole story. People don't realize, even, very smart, educated people really don't realize the effects of just owning something and building equity as compared to renting. And a lot of people just don't realize that renting is, they really don't add it up. They just feel like they're paying $927 a month, but over time they're just killing their financial situation. This is a government website I send people to. It's ginniemay.gov. It's got a rent burst. It's a calculator that compares. You can put your situation in here. Would I be better off buying or renting? I know most people think, oh, I know I'm going to be better off buying, but they don't realize by how much. This is a situation that just walked in my door. We've just sold a home to them this week. They're basically paying $927 in rent, and we're comparing that to a $100,000 house. Just keep in mind, right now, with taxes, insurance, everything out the door, your payment per $100,000 right now is around $700 a month. And there are places where you can get 0% down. The most that you'll ever really have to put down is 3.5%, so $3,500. Not very far off from first and last month's rent. Regular loan. The thing that people don't realize, there are no like 6 or 7% interest rates. You either get qualified for the best one or you don't get anything. Those are some new regulations that came out. So this is what we have: people that can't get approved for a loan at 4 different banks come to us. Then we can get them the same rate as if it's not like we barely get them approved for a 7% rate. Everybody gets to enjoy the same low rates, which is what is the key that makes all this worthwhile. This guy just said he's going to stay in his home for 10 years. You can play with this, make it more or less. Long story short, right now if you go to look at the home prices, they say they're going by 1.6 to 1.7% appreciation. Doesn't even matter. I just threw that in there. That's less than inflation. But when you compare this guy's financial situation over the next 10 years, how much better off is he going to be? Buying puts him $90,000 to the better, because that takes the amount of money he's saving on, the difference between paying a $927 payment and like a $700 payment, plus very small appreciation, plus the fact that you forget your mortgage payments at $700 for 30 years. It's not like rent where it keeps going up and up and up. And just paying off a little bit of the mortgage, you've got equity. So it's not like, most people just don't realize $90,000 for the next 10 years. How much money, when you go to move from one rental to another, it's not like you get paid. When you have a house and you move from one place to another, you get paid. This is why people invest in homes and rent them out to people, because you're doing this for them. It's not just a little bit of money, it's a lot. How many months out of the year do you work just to pay somebody else's mortgage? And if you don't think houses are appreciating, put it at 0. It doesn't matter. I mean, you'll never know, but you just can't get ahead renting. I think everybody knows that, but when you come and play with this, you really start to realize, man, I am just a gerbil in somebody else's maze. Even if you're staying somewhere 5 years and a house doesn't appreciate, you're still coming off so much better than buying. So if that's something that bothers you, then this is a service for you. If you have a job and make money on some time scale, you can be the person owning. Like we tell people, there's no blacklist of people that just can't ever own a house. It's just a matter of, do you want it? And if you come and look at these numbers, it's worth fighting for. How hard is work? I mean, how fun is work? If we go to work 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year, why don't we spend a couple hours a month and get our credit right so we can buy a house and take advantage of this? If that's you, please, let us know. Let us help you get a home. If not, you really need to spend some time playing at this site, or you're just going to be the guy that can't get ahead, paying rent. You'll always be paying somebody else's bills. You want to turn that into an investment. Let us know. We can help.